Hello YouTubers, it's Arya here. Welcome back to my channel. I might have to lean back. Anyways, I'm going to get right into the part that I want to get into because or else this video is going to be really super long if I don't. But hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I don't know. I feel like I can't talk higher for some reason. But you guys, okay, so this is the part where it all went wrong. I woke up, the nurse had told me I threw up the water they gave me. I don't remember having water at all. I don't remember being awake. The part that I remember was when the nurse was putting cold rags on my face, and I was dry heaving like 6 times, but it was like really bad. It was like blah. It was like super long, but nothing would come out because I didn't have anything in my system, thank God. But yeah, it was really bad. And then I got really cold, and she was bringing me blankets, and she was holding me, and it was just like, I don't understand where things went wrong. The worst part was not the retching though. The worst part was that I could not communicate, you guys. I was like this, but way worse, because now I can talk. They said they increased one of my medications, but you guys, I couldn't talk. My eyes were like this, like I don't know, rolling everywhere. And I must have looked dazed and confused. I couldn't sit up straight. And it was scary. I don't know what the hell. I think they increased the Versed, because that's the one for anxiety. But I didn't feel anxious. And I couldn't move, guys. I was like catatonic. I felt like I was in a vegetative state, because like I could see, and then my eyes would drift. I could talk. Eventually I was able to talk in 3 or 1 word answers. After the retching, I started getting chest pain and coughing. The cough was like my asthma cough, where it's long and it's like I can't breathe and I'm coughing up a lung. And then she asked me, why are you coughing? It was like 6 times, right? And then she's like, you don't have any like lung disease or anything? I was like, asthma. And she's like, do you have your inhaler? She's like, yeah, it's in there. And she grabbed my inhaler, and then I tried to use it, and then it calmed down. But like, I could only talk a little bit. And her name, I remember reading her name, and then her name, well, I'm not gonna say her name because, you know, but I was just like, pretty name. Like, I couldn't talk in sentences, but I wasn't here. Nothing was like processing. So the weird thing, you guys, is that I could hear people talking, and I remember some of it, but I just couldn't communicate back. I couldn't say things back. I was slurring. I couldn't make my words. Something was stopping me. Sometimes I'd want to say more, but I couldn't. And I still have a little bit of it, but it's way better. But you guys, and then there was this nurse who was just terrible. She was complimenting my eyelashes, you guys. She was saying, they're so dark and pretty, are they real? I don't even think I answered her, you guys, but who talks about someone's looks when they're in this state, you guys? And yesterday I was still out of it, but today I'm kind of angry. I'm like, what happened? And that nurse pisses me off. I'll call her Nurse B because she was the second nurse. And yeah, and I remember my doctor came, the RN came, the anesthesiologist came, and then that's when I began dry heaving. Well, yeah, in the middle of dry heaving, and I don't know, I must have looked really out of it, you guys, because my doctor seriously told me, "Hi, how are you doing?" And then he's like, "I'm your doctor." And then I did that. I don't know. Like, and I just went blank, you guys. I could see what he was saying, but in that moment, I guess I just couldn't say anything. Like, I was just in another world. Like, I couldn't even recognize, I can't even say that I knew he was my doctor or that I didn't know he was my doctor. I couldn't tell you guys, that I knew that I was at the surgery center or not. Like, nothing was processing at all. It's like almost like I didn't care. It was like having a lobotomy. I'm sure well, actually, I don't know about that, but like you're just like this. That's seriously how I was, you guys. And then when I did try to make eye contact with people, my eyes would roll everywhere, and it wasn't good. I didn't care about what anyone had to say. Nothing was processing. That was scary as hell. And then after like 10-15 minutes passed, my doctor came back, and the nurse had gotten me dressed. And I think my doctor wanted to look at my condition. And sorry, you guys. And she sat me up. She helped me get dressed, and she sat me up on the bed, and my doctor came, and I don't know, you guys, I don't know what he said. I don't remember anything now. But what I do remember that he said was... Oh, sorry, you guys. I'm getting dazed. Okay, what I do remember what he said was... Well, I don't know. I was looking down. I was obviously not good. And then when I looked up at him, my eyes rolled, and then he said, "We can't send her home like this." And and then that's what he said. That I do remember. And then I fell sideways on my bed because my legs were dangling from the bed when she changed me and had me sit up. And then I just fell to my bed. So I was like, so pretend I fell. So I'm like here, and then I just fall. I fell like kerplunk. Like I couldn't, like I just felt like on my cheek like that. And I seriously was looking like the, oh, you guys, this eye is smaller. It's one of the side effects from the nerve block. It's called Horner syndrome. So yeah. Please don't make fun of me for it. Anyways, so I fell like this on my bed, and then the look in my I had no soul, you guys. I was just a vegetable. So then I fell, and like that, I remember looking down. When I try to look like my eyes would just roll down. So I'm like this, right, you guys? And like there's just vacant. Like nothing's in my eyes. No look, nothing in my eyes. And then my hair, you guys, was a fucking mess. Like I had put it up because last time, like, because of the hairnet, it doesn't fit in the hairnet, it comes out. Maybe because it's long, but yeah. So I left like two front hairs, two front bangs, and I put it up. But you guys, I look like a witch. Like my hair was a mess. So my doctor like went like that to try to get it on my face. And I couldn't talk to him. And I couldn't tell him about the chest pain, and then I couldn't breathe because I couldn't breathe when I started coughing. And I don't know, you guys, I just didn't like. Sorry, you guys. Okay, sorry. I need to snap out of it, but yeah, I just fell. Fast forward, I didn't see my doctor again. He had patients back to back. He was so busy. But anyways, the nurse, the sweet nurse, Nurse A, had to go to lunch, and she took such good care of me, you guys. It was really sweet. But Nurse B came, the one who had talked about my eyelashes for some reason, and then she pretty much forced me out, and I'm so angry. I'm so angry. She said, I think you're ready to go. You'd be more comfortable at home in your own bed, in your own sheets, and your own pillows. And then she put me up, told me to sit up, held me up. And then when I sat up, I fell. I was gonna fall again on the bed, and she held me up and like brought me back to the center. But then I fell the other way, and then she was like helping me sit upright. And then she was like, look at me. I looked at her for like a second or two, and then my eyes drifted. And then I told her, I think I need a couple more minutes. She was like, I think you're ready to go. And then she told me to get down in the wheelchair. And in my head, I was thinking, my doctor said no. But I couldn't bring myself to say those words because you guys, I could barely talk, communicate. And she rushed me out. And then when we got down there to my car, she lied to my sister, and she said that I said I wanted to go home and that I would be more comfortable in my own bed and my pillows. I couldn't even form more than a response of 3 seconds. I'm still so angry about this, you guys, and I'm probably gonna have more nerve blocks. And 2 weeks ago I saw that nurse there too, and if I report her, it's going to be awkward, you know. I want to tell my doctor about that because he's probably like, that's probably what she told the doctor. She was fine, she was better, and that's not the case. And you know, you need someone to advocate for you when you can't speak. So I don't know what to do, you guys, about that, but it really doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't.